It's called Strive, the great Venus Williams. We're talking about her 8 steps to find our own awesome. The next one in the book is Enrich. And you have 6 nieces and nephews. You call them the joys of your life. And you really said this book is for them. And for us, because we're kind of like related to you now. That we're family.
Family. Yeah, absolutely. Because, of course, when you see your nieces and nephews, you see the future, and you want so much for them. You want to make the decisions for them. You want to do everything for them, and you can't. So you just give them the tools to be able to do it for themselves. So that's why this book means so much to me.
When you look back at your life and your father and your mother, do you believe they gave you the tools to do it for yourself?
Yes, absolutely. Oh, no. So nice. Yeah, they definitely did. Thank you. I think we have the right crowd today.
You have the right crowd for this. Because I love it in the book. You say it was surreal for you to see Serena as a mom. I think you were on your YouTube series. You were talking about the moment when Serena asked you for name suggestions for her second baby. Let's play the clip.
Okay.
She's like, what should I name her? And I said, whatever you want. Of course, I had opinions. I wanted to name her a certain name, but I didn't say anything because that's not my job. They're supposed to decide as a family what they want to name their daughter. I did not carry her for 9 months, and I don't change her diaper every day, although I would. I really would.
You are so... You are the perfect sister. Because if my sister had asked me, I'd be like, here are the names. I'm sorry to your husband.
But she's a little sister, so, you know, she's easily influenced, but I'm very easily influenced by her, too. But so I just wanted her to, like, make her own choice.
Make her own choice.
Know? And then the other daughter, Olympia, she was, like, had her own choices, so I just wanted them to be able to do that. But, yeah, our parents were so influential, and they fostered, like, confidence, super important, critical thinking skills, thinking outside of the box. All of those things that are so important to figure out your life, and then also to just innovate in your own life, too.
You know, listen, there's a clip, and people can go online and see it. It was an interview where you were being interviewed, a little kid, and the reporter kept challenging your confidence. And I cry when I think about it. And your dad stepped in, and he said, and I'm paraphrasing, basically said, she said what she said. She said what she said. I could listen to that every day, and it gives me goosebumps because you do inherit that, and then you pass it along. You said of Serena being a mom, you said it was beautiful, and you said that it really has been remarkable watching this version of her. But I love where you always stand. There would be no Venus without Serena, and Serena without Venus. This is the bond there.
I mean, I learned so much from Serena, and it's also in the book, the different lessons I learned from her. She said something very wise once. She said, since you have to show up, why not compete? You have to show up in life. So why not compete? You have to be here, you know? So I learned how to compete from her, and a lot of it was just by watching her, you know? And she didn't have to say a word, but her example led the way, even though she's the younger sister.
I was going to say, even though she's the younger sister.
Yeah, she was the first one to win a Grand Slam, and I learned how to win from her. I was like, now, you know, now I know.
Now I know. Now I know. I love the other mantra in the book, it's soothe. You say most people don't recognize the importance of this until it is too late. And you wrote in the book, throughout my life, my mom always encouraged me to give myself enough downtime, which for me was and still is a very hard thing to do. I love that vulnerability because in this book, this really is about confidence. It's about, you know, forging through. It's about if you're going to show up, then compete. But you admit you are a work in progress in this area.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do have to soothe yourself. For example, on the tennis court.
You love travel.
I love travel. That's all I've ever done my whole life. So I don't know how to sit still. The tournaments are not at home, so you got to get on the road. But even on the court, you do have to soothe yourself. When things aren't going right, your game is not great, you have to soothe yourself. You have to figure out how to calm down and then move forward, And that's the same thing in life. When things aren't going right, you've got to soothe yourself. And you got to go forward. And we talked earlier too about me changing my diet to, you know, mostly vegetables and sometimes chicken wings. But in any case, but mostly vegetables. And in soothing my own diet as well, so that way I could soothe my body. A part of soothing yourself too is giving yourself that energy to move forward in your life. So watching what you eat.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be perfect. I call it the 80-20 rule.
Yeah.
80% good and 20% chicken wings. You know?
Oh, I like that. I like that.
You know?
80% good,